The first explorers of the Amarin zone discovered that they were trapped. The Heart had claimed them, and they could not leave. The Protean landscape ahead was virtually unnavigable, reality chopped and churned into a chaotic maelstrom. They could not go onwards, and they could not go back, nor could they stay still and remain human. The encroaching energies of the Heart would consume them if they lingered here unprotected. Then they discovered the Heartworms, monstrous parasites eating the dead matter of the wounded heart, akin, perhaps, to the insect perfection of the hive. They slaughtered these worms and skinned them, and from their hide made the Wormery. Welcome to the last outpost of causality on the edge of the abyss.
The worm goes in, but he can't come out. What's inside? Gone around about. The dwellers go in, but they don't come out. Listen close and you'll hear their sounds.
But tonight we ride, because we are back. Chapter 4, The Wormery. We are playing Dagger in the Heart, the published adventure from Heart, the City Beneath. And we're over halfway through this campaign. Potentially, maybe, definitely. Because there are some chapters you can completely miss. So maybe you're nearly at the end, who knows? Very Heart-like. But we left off in an interesting moment in a place called the White Station, where Goshan Demak the Third had a very interesting conversation with someone known as Yqem, a high sorceress of the Gwynadasi. Do you remember? Do you remember that?
I do remember.
Yes.
I do.
She was trying to, successfully controlling the heart energies coming from the Amarin zone. And she's been doing it so long, she's turned into a skeleton.
It's rather tragic.
This was like the creepy thing under the tree.
Yeah.
Inside tree.
Inside the tree, yes.
The sort of control room of the whole station had become this kind of partly mechanical, partly biological tree thing that was connected to all the silver strands that are locked into at least this station, but presumably like the whole network of stations around what is now the Amarin zone. And like she's just kind of can like keeping everything under wraps. But I had to back off. It seemed like she was about to blow up or something.
Yes, so when you asked her how long she'd been there, her efforts to calculate that made her like overheat and let off a bit of an EMP. But if you recall, you did.
Heard the howl.
Yes, you did ask her one final question, since she was connected to kind of the heart in a way. You asked her where your mother is, who you believe is alive, and she gave you an answer. She simply said, "The Hotel Amaranthine."
Which sounds pretty posh to me. Like,
yeah,
I've got high hopes for the Hotel Amaranthine.
So I think
Goshan has very high hopes for the Hotel Amaranthine, but I have, I'm thinking the towel's going to be very good.
Oh yeah, with a nice A logo on them. Yeah, well, as an Aelfir, you may know that there is a Hotel Amaranthine in the Spire as well,
Like a chain.
and it is quite posh. Yeah,
Can't be posh if it's a chain.
I don't know. You could have like,
Sort of chain, I suppose.
yeah, you can have like hotel groups, right? That are like,
Yeah, I suppose. Is it something like, is the implication they're like connected by some kind of freaky wormhole, or it's just more they have the same, I don't know, sleazy landlord?
well, you don't know if there is one in the heart. You don't know what it's like there. Could be a coincidence.
Yes, very likely.
I'm sure you do get like 2-star shitholes called the the Ritz. The Ritz with an S.
With an
As a one.
RIT''S.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Rit.
Yeah.
You want a book? Okay, shit. So this EMP then, where has it left us?
Hopefully with blowing up the spire, right? That's what we were hoping for.
And the Hotel Amaranthine with it.
Gone.
So
We're bringing it down to our level.
Bye, Mom.
Yeah. So the White Station has gone into kind of a shutdown mode. Like backup generators have brought online some sort of red lighting, but the station itself seems to have shut down. You don't know if temporarily or not, but the silver tendrily tree that you found, what was her name? Morvarin inside has kind of closed up around her, like sort of a protective cocoon.
Cocoon.
So we're not getting any more as there. I'm trying to remember if she gave us any other vital intel. Because I asked her a bunch of questions and I've kind of forgotten most of what they were. Beyond, where's my mom? And how long have you been there?
So the big one was she revealed that Aramos, Brightness Sears the Eye, was the one who poisoned the Gwynardassi because he was on damage control because the Vermissian network was his baby. And it's...
Say that all again.
How much?
Brightness seriously, I poisoned the Gwynardassi because the Missy Network was his project.
His project. He was in charge, yeah. So and it obviously messed up big time. And he wouldn't. I guess the Gwynardassi are kind of like know too much, right? To be allowed to leave, and they were trying to escape back to their homeland.
Which I've only recently clocked that their homeland is just the name of a Cornish town with two of the consonants swapped round.
Oh, really? The Porth.
It's
something.
It's
Magwan Porth.
Yeah. So there's a Cornish town called Morgan Porth.
Ah.
I think it's either Cornish or Welsh. Anyway, very pretty. So they were the rest of the
Same.
the rest of the Gwynardassi cartel was trying to flee the growing Amiran zone that had popped up from the Delver machine, and Brightness is the Eye was like, no, we're going to clean up our mess and run away and poison them all. And nobody seemed to know this except for M, and she's now told us. And we haven't seen him yet at all, have we?
No.
we've just sort of
You've only met
gleaned.
You've met his man, the Vermissian knight.
Yes. Yes.
Who was digging around the Black Caserne.
The mission I believe works for Brightness of the Eye.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool beans.
Welp. So we still don't have a clear idea of where he is. Did I ask Em that? If I did, she didn't tell us. But did I ask? Do we know? I didn't make a note that I had asked.
I don't think you asked, but I think I said that you would know he's probably in the spire.
In the spire
somewhere.
Yes, I remember now. Yes. So we shan't be tracking him down anytime soon. But we still have our mission to get to the Amiran Zone and close it for Mikey's bee friends.
No, they weren't our friends. We were against their orders. They want us to close it, but we don't. We want to get to the heart, so we don't want to close the wound.
Sorry, I mean we've been given that quest.
We were
not to do so. Yes.
Yes.
Soshar's been given that quest also, but to get Kael there.
Because
Soshar's been given a vision.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Very clear distinction.
Yeah. Transcendental vision from another dimension.
But then one of my NPCs had a vision also, who Kael liked more.
That one was shit. And
That is true. That does help.
Soshar's vision came first, so you gotta tick box number 1 first.
Yeah, but then you had your arm bitten off. And you lost your...
For the goddess.
Oh, aren't you supposed to be worshipping that guy now?
We respect that guy.
Yeah.
We respect
Well,
that
I
guy.
don't do it in a church. I don't want. I hate churches.
The guy is very misunderstood.
Very misunderstood.
Yeah.
Well then. Welly Wellington.
Wellington.
So I don't know if we're assuming that the rest of the group were sort of in earshot when this conversation happened. I think that there was oh, I've got paint all over my finger. I seem to remember that some were more reticent than others to go near the tree, but yeah, I guess Goshan, after sort of picking himself up from this EMP wave, looks pretty in his thoughts, given that he's just had it confirmed that in his mind has had it confirmed that his mother is in fact alive, but isn't apparently in the heart. So whatever instinct or intel he was working on was wrong, or appears to be wrong. And he's like, I don't know, I guess kind of crumples down against one of the walls of the station and kind of runs his hand through the plume on his mask and looks down and talks to no one for a minute.
Oh, I've got a scene for that.
Ooh.
Kind of. I just never get to show it.
Ah, there we go.
I mean, that's pretty damn close.
There's even Soshar in
looks
the
like-
background having a fight. Except
Just
with two
ignore
arms.
Low blow that. Too soon.
Too soon.
He probably did it too, but staring.
Yeah, you can't do that in a tavern.
Soshar can.
So, these you're sitting in this red sort of auxiliary lighting, and these silvery mercurial tendrils slowly starting to regain energy, like very low energy. And you see, Ambrosia, you see a little scurry little creature. And it goes down onto the tracks, goes through the rails, goes into a hole in the wall, which to your eyes is perfectly hexagonal.
Like a honeycomb.
Like a honeycomb.
We that's very enticing. So we've moved from the tree, though, haven't we? Sorry, is this the track? Are we still near adjacent to the tree, and it's down from there? It's all kind of the same level. We're now moving away while Goshan is kind of on the floor, deep and lost in thought. Or
it sounds like you're all still on the platform where the tree is.
Yeah, I think something kind of like triggers in the kind of hive of bees within Ambrosia's kind of, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, like an arm kind of starts to pulsate with the bees, and they kind of almost kind of start getting drawn away from her towards this kind of this interaction. She might not even notice it, but the bees definitely notice this kind of scurrying into this little nook. And she can't help but kind of be kind of enticed by where they're going, almost kind of a little bit kind of, they're kind of baffled because he seems to kind of not lost control, but they're kind of acting a bit by themselves, kind of drawn to this sudden movement, and she just certainly follows the bees, very curious, over to this hexagonal hole in the wall, floor, like a kind of dug out or more kind of mechanical, or
maybe it's like on the floor, part of the floor and the wall. But the way you see it, it looks like it's kind of like an optical illusion. The way that you look at it, it looks like to you like it's a perfect hexagon. But as you get closer, maybe it's quite hidden in the rubble. Because one thing I learned about the hive in the last 2 weeks is that they're all about that order, aren't they? That perfection. It is the antithesis to the heart's chaos.
So it's curious. It's kind of hidden within rubble. I guess that would kind of just can't stop rubble from rubbling, I suppose.
Rubble be rubbling.
Rubble gonna rubble, guys. Rubble gonna rubble.
Pretty sure that's a Bob Dylan song.
I think so. Like rubbling stone. So,
yeah.
I think is the famous one.
Rubble.
So I guess she kind of pulled over to this, and I guess kind of just puts her hands on the rubble, and the bees all kind of just flow through the rubble and try and find their way. They're trying to find whatever that was that kind of disappeared into this hole, and but they're also kind of obviously quite drawn to the shape. They're kind of filling it, or I don't know, is it if they get closer, they start going down like a tunnel, or is it kind of like do something? Does it react, or is it kind of just?
I think the bees are drawn. I think the bees are drawn into this hole, and to you it just looks like pitch blackness. So we'll need you to do a delve test.
Can I have? Oi, Goshan, I know you're deep in metaphysical thought. Can I have my tool back, mate? No, it's fine. I'll just delve regularly. It's fine. No, it's all good. I'm joking. It's all good. What domain are we in?
Thing, but don't worry about it.
No, it's fine.
You crack on, mate.
Thanks, buddy. What domain are we in?
Technology.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. Okay, fine. So that's just 2 dice for a delve.
2 dice, sir.
Oh,
It is, and they called it a 9.
They called it 9. The bees are on a. They're on
You worked them in without trying, Ollie. I love it. I love it. Nobody else got it.
a.
I
Missed
did.
that.
Fucking love it.
So you disappear down this hole. Does anybody else notice / follow / shout out?
Notice,
Not
and
an
maybe not
introvert.
shout out. The bees have gone.
Bye then.
The buzzing. It's over.
She's doing something weird again.
I mean, I think Soshar would call it out in that way of just pointing out she's doing something weird.
Yeah. They think you're in your trance again.
but he'll definitely look to Kael and Goshan to decide, we go in or are we going to leave this one to it?
I do not know if the bee creature we call our companion desires us to follow or not, but I have learned in my time down here in the heart it is generally best to be together.
Did you mean a pun?
Together.
Now you're getting it.
Goshan, do you think this hotel will be down there?
Weirdly, Goshan doesn't look up at his name, but when you say hotel, he kind of like looks up from his reverie. It's clear that he was just like completely focused on just kind of repeating in his head the words that Em had said and trying to work out if there was any hidden meaning in any of them, and coming up short and getting increasingly angry about that. But then, yeah, he hears the word hotel and goes, and catches up with what you actually asked him and goes, I don't know, I don't know where anything is here. But I think I need to move.
Well, we
I think I
didn't
need
pass
to
a
move.
hotel on the way here, so
It's as likely to be ahead of us as behind. And I think I had someone say a moment ago, we're better off together. Even I can do math. He's right. Let's go after wherever Ambrosia went. Where did Ambrosia go?
You might be able to still just hear a faint buzzing from the tunnel. Might be a clue.
A single
curious
last
about
bee.
this math.
Yeah, just whirling around it. Little slow bee.
Oh, like in 101 Dalmatians, you got a little tubby one.
Yep, it's a little
like
tubby.
slowly.
Oh, yeah.
Little Tubby, out of the bee name. I've been keeping track of some bee names. Tubby is great. Oh, we had Turby, and I got Tubby. This is great.
Using the dwarven kind of nomenclature where it's all
Yeah.
three of them have to have
That one
similar
needs to
names.
have a back name, always.
Yeah,
Always.
Bomber.
Good old
I'm
Bomber.
fucking Bomber till I die, mate.
Yeah, you've seen him in those barrels, mate. In that barrel fight.
I played
Yeah,
Bofa in
and
our school adaptation of Hobbit. I played Bofa. That's my dwarf.
Did a school adaptation of The Hobbit. That's way cooler
We
than
did.
any adaptation I've ever.
We did.
Oh, that's sick. We just did like Oliver Twist.
Yeah. Who played
And,
Smaug?
you know, the Christian creation myth over and over again.
Who did play Smaug? Oh, a knob played Smaug, but it's fine.
Podcast.
It was a voice off. It was a voice off. We didn't have the full drag. It was a voice off.
Okay.
Off stage. Just a big booming voice. We
Wasn't
didn't go that.
Benedict Cumberbatch, was it?
No, it wasn't quite.
Well,
All right. Off
Good to
we
know.
go down
Good to
the
know.
bee hole.
good to know. good to
Down
know.
the beehole.
Do we need to talk about Mikey's IMDb?
Oh,
All of
God.
his other credits apart from this channel for the last 5 years.
Like, oh, what's the lowest reviewed movies there are, so I can give them 5 stars.
There you go.
Right, so you all follow after Ambrosia.
Ambrosia,
Ambrosia.
taking a gap year in the beehole.
You can't say beehole because that is certainly something else.
I've said it several times, hoping for a laugh, and you're the first one that's actually.
It just first time I heard it as the full thing, and then I heard it as an abbreviation, and it became very much funny. Became a lot funnier.
So it is dark down here. Did any of you actually have a light source? I don't think I've ever asked that question.
I feel like.
Oh yeah. How silly of me.
Well, I don't think anyone's got anything that makes any kind of like.
No useful.
It's my entire character.
I've never heard it mentioned once.
Although, ironically, I'd like to point out that Kael can see in the dark now, anyway.
Oh.
Yes.
So he might extinguish it just for laugh, just so you feel less have faith.
Yeah.
I think with Ambrosia as well, the kind of in the madness of it will have triggered her
The
madness of it. The Roo, get out of here.
I thought you were talking about the manosphere for some reason.
No, the madness of it.
Okay.
It will have triggered her Apiarist simulation, so the bees are now actually in control, and she has been put into a sleep-like status as the bees steer the body.
All right.
The bees speak for me and perform actions on my behalf. Roleplay accordingly.
Oh, so you still have to make decisions, yeah?
Yes, but as the bees.
No,
Right.
bees do it for him. Just get
Ambrosia is chat BT. It's meant to work so well.
Right. So you're going into this darkness tunnel, and you soon end up in a very old train tunnel, like an access tunnel almost, and you come to a turning off point, and there's a imagine like there's like a warning signal box, like imagine something you'd see in Lost, right, in the hatch, and it's like just pulsing red, and it says all currents rising, seek shelter.
I feel like that's not the correct emotional response.
How odd. How queer.
How bizarre.
So do you, which direction do your bees take you? Do they take you towards the place where the currents are rising?
I hope the answer is up.
But I will tell you that the bees are pulling you that way.
Yes, well, you know what you
Deeper.
can do. It says the GM can use fortune fallout to represent your inhuman pilots. So I don't know what that means to you, but if you want to chuck some fortune on there, if they do go a bit rogue. But sorry, when we say the currents, that implies water.
You
Or
don't know.
electricity. We don't know. Or fruit, I suppose it could be.
A heart. It could be custard. It could be like, despair. Who knows?
Yeah.
They're pulled towards the current, you say?
Yes.
Well, then that's the way the bee-piloted lady goes. This seems like the way to go. Come on, fellow bees.
Fellow bees. You're a bee as well, are you?
I'm role-playing the bees, it says. I've got to role-play accordingly.
Fair enough. I'll hold my hands up.
He's got you there.
I'll retract the jab.
It says it in the book.
Look, we're going to talk long and hard about this book when we get to the end of this campaign.
Don't write a book if you don't want us to follow what the book says. That's all I'm saying.
I've got a lot of thoughts about this book.
Yeah, a lot of words.
A lot of words, mate. You'll be hearing from me. Don't you worry.
So yeah, she's moving kind of single-mindedly towards wherever the current is. So it doesn't sound like the others would have been their first choice to go that way, but that is where.
Well, I don't know. I think we're just following where you lead.
And also, Kael's the only one who can see.
It's true.
Yeah, correction. We're following where Kael leads.
Just googling.
Yeah,
Can bees
reluctantly,
live
I
dark?
think I'd add, since I was I right to understand we're heading towards the rising current.
Yeah. Of something.
Yes, Kael is leading with his torch, keeping it out of the water, looking very pleased about his decision to encourage people to come down and help.
Do we know it's water yet?
Whatever. And he's just muttering to himself, "You're bearing the lights. This is your duty. You're bearing the light. This is your duty."
Yeah, you're like a Jedi. You just defend. You know, you can't take charge. So, Ambrosia, you're moving through, and you see these kind of warning lights overhead, and you're ignoring them. Your bees are ignoring them. And then you start to smell something that you haven't smelt in decades. The smell of honey on toast.
Oh.
Oh, that is a bloody good smell.
Yeah, it's a very good
And this reminds you of when you were a young child. This is what you used to have for breakfast before you went to your studies in the academy.
Yes, that's
Parents always make this for you.
It would, and it would be a bit comic book origin-y to, you know, because obviously she wasn't part of the hive at that point, but certainly there's always not progenitor, but a start of some kind of obsession. So I don't think it's too far to say that, you know, that is a
genesis.
You know, it is all a thing. There's something, if that was a deep emotional core memory of enjoying that sweet nectar, and then of course as you learn about the world and there was the hive, and this, it all plays into that kind of childlike.
Yeah.
It all coalesces.
Why bees, Master Wade? Because I like honey.
Because I liked my honey on toast. It was a nice little snack after school.
That's a bloody stupid reason. Master Wade.
You're a bloody stupid reason, Alfred. Yes, that's interesting, because I guess because bees wouldn't smell. Bees must be able to detect nectar, whatever the smell, quote unquote, for a bee is. So I assume they've kind of been drawn by that from the start, hence the moving. But obviously Ambrosia herself is, I guess, in an unconscious state, but she's asleep, so you can still smell and dream, and it still can play into that thing as the bees thing. So she's certainly very content in her sleep-filled status as the bees continue to hunt out the source of this glorious nectar.
Yep. You, as you keep walking, you sort of the lights are getting floating. You're floating along, and the corridor is getting a bit lighter, and you can see the opens out more, and it's almost as if you're walking straight into your family household kitchen, and you can see the honey on toast on the table.
Oh yes.
Not that I know this, but obviously, can the rest of the tables see this, or are they? Not,
everyone else can see this. Probably very confused.
I was going to say, is it? I mean, obviously everything's very odd down here, but is that not especially odd in its normality? Weird to just, we're used to now coming into a place where there's fungus creatures trying to kill us, but to just come into a breakfast table is actually maybe slightly more terrifying.
Certainly terrifying to me. It's a really incongruous, weirdly. Also, is anyone else getting kind of IRL triggered by this? Because I have very strong childhood memories of going into my just getting up for breakfast of a morning as a kid, and having a slice of toast with honey on it. Like, it is a very distinctive smell, and your childhood kind of ours, like kitchen, breakfast room, quite a distinctive memory. It's very homely.
It is,
Very-
and but it is obviously something's obviously not right here. But that doesn't matter. The bees.
No
are,
way. That's right.
The bees are, I guess. But upon the proximity to, I guess, are ravenous, and they can almost erupt in some kind of just further to get to it, and maybe even almost slightly drop Ambrosia, or she kind of reach the ground and be dragged along a little bit as the bees are kind of just actually almost kind of more swarming around this, and it's all kind of spurred on by obviously Ambrosia's. They're connected to her as well, and she's obviously but it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
She's kind of almost put in danger by these bees kind of trying to, I don't know, not destroy, but like consume or whatever. They try to connect with whatever this is, because I'm guessing it's not actually just honey on toast, but whatever this is, it's obviously clearly, I don't know, something intoxicating or something. So they are swirling around it, and Bro's kind of lolling on the floor and bumping along, but still blissfully happy. Weirdly.
What was the name of your colleague who you met in the park when you were in Derelictus?
Was the kind of friend who kind of half betrayed us, but did was it? Gosh, what was that? I had it written down. Who would that be? Well, I've got it written in my character. Break it down. I would have thought maybe it's in my actual character sheet. Bear with me.
Very.
Derelictus from above. Council. Hey, meet the Drow. Was that? Oh no, that's a Drow. Oh, Truth. No, Truth Binds Valley is another different character, right? That's not my.
No, that's the one.
character.
That's the one.
That was the one. Yes, Truth Binds Valleys. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in this kitchen, and suddenly a very young Truth Binds Valley, kind of sort of teenager, young adult, comes into the room, and he's got kind of academy robes on, and he's clutching a bunch of books, and he's coming up to you and he's saying, "Come on, Ambrosia, don't be late. You don't want to miss this lecture. Christ, it's not every day we get someone like this coming to talk to us."
And again, everyone else can see this. It's not like in Ambrosia's mind. It's actually like an apparition or like a.
Everyone can see
creature.
it. Everyone
That's
can see
amazing.
it.
How fascinating.
And he starts to pull you by the arm, and he's saying, Come on, it's Aramus, brightness is the eye, for God's sake. He's going to be the most famous man in Spire this time next year. Think about what we could learn from him.
Intriguing. I mean, it's kind of yeah. If there really is literally something pulling on Ambrosia who isn't a catatonic state, while the bees are still kind of delving into that source of honey, he's kind of almost being pulled, not apart, but certainly being pulled away from the bees almost. It probably looks a bit horrific from everyone else's angle, probably.
I think the bees pretty quickly devour the honey
would
toast,
they?
so
Right,
they're
okay.
done.
Good.
They're
done.
coming with you.
Okay, good, cool, great. Okay, yeah. Well then, yeah. They must know. So they would probably start to swarm around Truth Binds Valley in kind of a friendly way, kind of almost like a playful kind of like zipping around and yeah, like little atoms swirling around. And yeah, they
I feel
follow.
like at the mention of brightness is the eye, Goshan very much switches on and sort of says, "I don't know what the heart is showing you, Ambrosia, but this could be a clue to where we need to go to find out what Aramos truly did and the meaning of this Amiran zone. We must follow your friend."
Yeah, Ambrosia is sleeping right now, but we agree.
This is Tubby speaking.
It's curious. Hello, I'm Tubby. Tubby's still licking the plate.
Ambrosia can't come to the phone right now. Yeah, and you remember, this unlocks your memory, Ambrosia, then
Sure.
that you did see a lecture by Aramos, and it was him talking about his upcoming project of a Mission line, which was going to transform Spire completely. Is going to make it the most advanced civilization on Earth, or whatever the hell this planet is.
This plane of existence.
But it was like this utopian vision, especially for the Aelfir, who I only learnt recently come from a land which is very cold, and Spire is somewhere that's very hot. So they are like sort of physiologically out of place.
Oh, that's interesting
as well.
Yeah.
And as you get kind of pulled through, you'll see like down into like a lecture hall, and you'll see Aramos himself like talking about in very complicated terms and writing on the chalkboard like all the things that he all the formulas he'd used to control the heart's energies, and how the heart's energies can completely transform and elevate Aelfir society like forever, and da 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 da. And Truth Seeks Valley is like super excited and writing loads of notes down.
Yeah, it's a conflicting moment, because again, it's kind of I think she was blissfully resting, but now maybe more disturbed, because it's obviously she's triggering, right? Because now she's supposed to be this kind of memory of excitement, but also knowing that obviously this is quite a terrifying person in the future, or kind of certainly this doesn't go the way it plans. So she's it's maybe even in this catatonic state, it starts to kind of almost convulse, or like almost try and reject the bee's control right now, while trying to make sense of this kind of odd tear in time and space. So it's I don't think she's dealing with it well, but it's certainly yeah.
I mean, it feels almost like being back in that kind of gallery. You're almost going through like an exhibition of your life, which
she's not very happy about, because it's a tragic life. So it's very enough. She lost all this stuff, so it's also quite. What's that word? Getting a lot of emotional whiplash from seeing something that she thought was completely gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot happening.
Yeah, and the bees pull you relentlessly forward again, and you find yourself in the foot of this vast chamber, which you remember very well. And this chamber is surrounded by this massive wall covered in these tiny hexagonal holes. You know when people have that phobia of things that have holes in, like they would hate this room. Because it's just all the way around, and there's like tens of thousands of these little holes, and you can see bees going in and out of these holes like it's a huge metal hive. And this is the room where you were brought, and the bees came to you from wherever is on the other side of this wall. They came through to you and transformed you forever.
No, trypophobia is the fear. I hope I'm God, yeah, that did certainly. So I think this literally, I think it definitely breaks the upper simulation, because I think it almost rejects the bee's control, which creates certainly a very, because for the last, like, goodness, what, 5, 10, 20 years, whatever, I don't know, time in this thing, she's been completely, obviously, given over to the bees. It's probably the first time she's ever kind of, in a lot, since since this point where she actually merged in the real world, has kind of now rejecting that control, and is kind of trying to force them off almost, because she's completely conflicted by seeing her past and seeing actual comforts of real life, and this is the moment where that all kind of broke as she became one with the hive. That whole past life went away. So I think the others can see her kind of screaming, almost kind of trying to get the bees off of her, and kind of almost acting much more human, more of a human voice screaming out rather than a bee controlled voice. She tries to almost kind of, I don't know, get away from them, or try and shove them away into the holes, or just try and it's kind of tearing her apart a bit.
Yeah, and you can hear a voice saying, "You are order. You are control. You are the antithesis. You are the anathema. Like this, as your body's being like ripped apart by bees.
Which is weird, 'cause that's what happened in the moment, but in this moment she's also ripping it away, so it's kind of, there's a weird actional time thing happening in the same moment that she was imbued with them, she's trying to get rid of them, so it's really,
Oh, it's like
really
it's
tearing
like
it apart.
it's like in James Gunn's Superman when he has all the stuff.
Yes,
inside
he's
of
trying to pull it out, but it's kind of
Yeah.
still never-ending, kind of,
Milo
God.
still has to see it. Milo still needs to see it.
That was the only bit. I took Ellis to go and see it. He loved it. He said the other day it was like his second favorite moment, but that was the only bit he really didn't like. Was the stuff on the face of the end. That was oh god, this is maybe not quite for 8-year-olds. the rest of it was good. The rest of it was fine. That was pretty horrifying. So yeah, but I guess then after a point, I suppose, I don't know. I guess the mind catches up with the reality where she actually is, and I don't know if this kind of, I don't know if we call it an illusion or whatever, a memory, but does it kind of fade or crescendo, or maybe it kind of settles, or does it carry on, or does it kind of?
You're still
Oh god.
moving, and
Oh god. Oh, it still keeps going.
well, maybe you feel like it's not because you're just back in a corridor again. But then you realize, no, you remember this corridor really well, because this is you moving towards that day, that council meeting where you caused all those people to die, and you're being pulled, and you're about to turn the corner into that room, and you know what you're going to see, but instead it opens up into this chasm, and you can see these ruins of buildings, and covering the ruins is like I don't know what it's called, but you know when there's a 3D shape made of hexagons?
Oh god.
Like a ball.
Sure. Yeah, like a sphere, but it's
Yeah.
not smooth. It's
Yeah. And there's that made of like energy over the top of this set of ruins, and in the center you can see a single individual made of crystal, and it looks very much like you, Ambrosia.
Yeah, that's that's the calm then, because that was certainly, again, as being drawn down that corridor again, knowing that the darkest day of our life was going to be recreated, was again probably again retching at our own body, trying to tear the clumps of wax and bees off of her. But then I think, as then turning the corner and that vision doesn't come to pass, this new thing passed, maybe that's then a kind of moment of just calm and stop and fixation and staring at that, and it just in kind of blind amazement, or just kind of in the bees settle. And
This is the Zenith ability, Dimensional Bastion.
Oh my god.
And your bees, in fact, fly out from you and land on this crystalline structure, and they start sucking on it like they're flowers.
Oh yes.
And eventually the crystal absorbs into the bees, and they come back to you in their sort of new crystalline forms.
Ooh.
And then you can see this chasm is clearly was once a landmark that has long been abandoned, but whatever version of you did this, however long ago it was, you did it to protect them for some reason.
Protect the bees, or protect the landmark that was there.
To protect the landmark, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Protect it from the heart's energies.
So it's like seeing the kind of the actual the real power of, like you say, the hive to kind of create that kind of almost perfect kind of controlled barrier over things, to protect from the chaos. Quite the striking image and realization. Yeah. And so is that just sitting there? Are they just sitting there, or is that now dissolved? Is that now where they now are? Or is that kind of again a thing that fades away, or is it they're just there? Or
Yes, that's where you've ended up. Yeah.
I think it all just kind of then just almost collapses to the floor. Everything kind of just like bees kind of fall out of the sky. Ambrosia falls to the floor in a clump. And there's, I guess, some kind of stillness and quiet as the bees are silent for a moment.
Perhaps in an uncommon moment of sort of fellow feeling or emotional connection, given the experience that he's just had, Goshan, without thinking, just kind of runs over to Ambrosia and bends down to check whether she's okay, and just sort of says, "Ambrosia, is it you now? Can you hear me?"
I think it's nice, but while the bees are still almost kind of again like kind of they're almost like cat talk now. She kind of wakes and hearing kind of a normal, friendly voice, maybe for the first time in a long time, speaks maybe a bit more. Again, not she's still one with the hive, but she's going and goes, something has happened to me. Thank you for coming to my aid. I think I am okay, but I may need a moment. Things are quiet now.
Understandable.
Did you see what I
you
saw?
are ready, it'd be good if you could explain where we are.
What the shit we just saw.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you more than I know. It's all both past and future intertwined. The bees are starting to kind of reanimate, but they're very gently just floating around. It's I don't know what this is, but I know it is protected by the hive. It's a place protected from the heart madness. It's a safe place. Admittedly, a place that is inaccessible, but I can feel that whatever's in there is perfectly safe and well. I don't think we can enter it, but I think it's. I'm taken aback by the connection to Brightness. Is the eye. I had forgotten about the connection to my past and his teachings and how long he'd been planning the Vermissian network. We need to uncover more. I don't know if we'll find that here, but I feel like I have more of a control over these creatures now, these bees, and maybe the ability to see past the heart's chaos and try and find some order within it.
Well, that sounds highly useful. It certainly feels as though we are inside some... Whatever this is, it's your party, Ambrosia. I mean, apart from anything else, that is you, isn't it? That's you.
Might well be. I feel like we're starting to see a lot of versions of ourselves in the future, the present, the past.
Yes. I'm starting to wonder when my turn and Soshar's turn will come. And
Mine's not coming. There's only one me, and I'm here.
I thought that the same, but and Kael might have thought the same too. There are clearly futures and paths that we take that we are to witness.
There are other paths, Proto.
So sure.
Social.
I wouldn't be so sure, young Gnoll.
I'm so sure everything we see here is a what has been and what will be. It's to believe that you are existing only now in the present. I think maybe some sort of forlorn hope down this deep into the heart.
But perhaps we can see that there is a way of controlling the madness. We don't have to relinquish ourselves fully to it. Maybe embrace the madness, but try and find order within it.
Who would you be to impose such order on the heart, the domain of the goddess?
I would be an agent of the hive. You can see the grand power here, the abilities to... We have not been... we've done all right finding our way through, but somehow curtailing the incessant madness might make our journey, our quest easier. So I wouldn't be so given in to the seduction of the twisted nature of the heart. Allow me to try and create some kind of order.
Besides, Kael, from everything we have seen in the past, however many pulses, do you really still think that all of this is under the power of your Lady of the Moon, or whatever it is you call her? There are really other powers and other laws at work here.
I will confess something to you, Goshan. You know my faith has been tested down here. I do not know if I still believe. I don't believe I still want reassurance. I think I, more than anything, now wish to find the truth. So if all of this was worth anything,
the truth.
If the goddess cannot show me the truth, then what is the point?
Goshan looks, I mean, you can't see his face through a mask, but like through body language, Goshan looks utterly taken aback by that. And is kind of taken a little bit out of his reverie slightly, because he hasn't spoken to Kael for a little bit. He's been doing his own thing. And that's a big character shift for Kael, and puts him much closer to Goshan, sort of philosophically speaking. So there's a bit of a moment of silence, and then Goshan says, well then, it would seem that our paths are closer today than they have been thus far. This is a strange place, and it does strange things to people. But perhaps we'll find the truth together, Kael.
Thank you, Goshan. If the light has truly abandoned me, it warms the heart to know that there will be friends, not just members of the Order, to help me understand what is real and isn't.
Friends stand next to each other through hardships. Gods are nowhere to be seen.
But Monsignor Daemon was a nice guy.
He was. Is he still? Been stabbed again yet?
I was going to say, he got pretty stabbed up, didn't he?
He had a soft spot for the ladies at K. He's not a guard.
Leading him into all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Dangerous women folk.
Join us next week for Monsignor Daemon's adventures with the women.
Yeah,
join us next week for Monsignor Daemon and the females.
Ugh.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry I said it. God, I wish I could take it back already.
The manosphere's here.
There's definitely a manosphere in the heart, you know.
It's a very different thing, though. It's like it's an actual sphere with like men just spilling out of it.
In the heart, there is a challenge rating 50 boss.
Yeah, it's next to the landmark where it's raining men.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
The heart has so much to offer we've not explored yet.
Yeah.
And I don't want any of it.
I don't want it. I don't
Nothing
like
made
it.
by a catchy tune. So while you're having this very touching tete-a-tete in this long abandoned landmark, you hear the kind of lapping of water, and you can see at your feet, sort of in between the rocks, is this kind of brackish, reddy brown liquid. And you kind of follow it, and you see the rock inside of the landmark is kind of crumbling away, and almost like it's like a cave. And you hear a voice. How am I going to do this? You hear a voice shout out to you with, sounds like something in their mouth, and they're saying, "Oh, you're here. What took you so long?" And out of this cave comes, sort of stepping through the water, is your old pal Excalibur Carter. And let me find that picture again for the guys who weren't here.
I'm glad the others get to meet him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I've met him before. I was going to say, oh god, have I totally blanked on this, but I think we met him.
You and I missed out on this part.
Good.
No,
Okay.
that was from the Buddy Cop episode.
Nice.
That was from Rush
That is
Hour
a very
3.
good way to sum up that episode.
Yeah. Yeah, so he kind of comes over towards you with his pipe in his hand, and
Good looking lad.
he's saying, "Come on, this way, through the cave. I told you the Wormsea was this way."
You sent us the other way.
I sent you one way. Actually, no, you you decided.
Actually,
I'm gonna gaslight him.
Last time I saw you, you had 2 arms, and then you went
And
the
you
wrong way and got
convinced
one.
me to go up against a god.
No. You, sir, made that choice.
it has to be said, Excalibur, you must hold some share of the blame. You see this creature desperate to prove itself. You present it with
Wait.
to fight a god.
For a moment there, I was on your side. You took 2 extra words, and I am no longer on your side.
Anyway, Excalibur, I think you probably do at least owe my dear friend here some directions towards somewhere from where he might grow another arm or something to that effect. You seem to know your way around.
He takes a. Hang on, I'll keep my pen as a prop. He takes a couple of puffs on his pipe, and he goes, "Well, of course, straight across the Wormsea, good chaps. Straight to the Wormery, of course. I told you, didn't I? I've been there. My friends might be there. Biggest haven in the Amaranth Zone."
I distinctly remember you also saying you couldn't come with us.
I didn't come with you. You met me here, and you met me there. Perhaps you'll meet me in the Wormery as well.
I should very much like to have a lecture from you on the nature of dimensions here, Mr.
No, you don't.
Was it Excalibur?
Carter. Excalibur Carter. Yes, and I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Everything that happens down here is still a bit of a mystery to me, I'll be honest, but what I've learnt in, the years that I've been down here is I can't travel with other folks, other delvers, but I can meet them. Various locations. think it all started when I tried to get to the heart, and, well, things kind of went a bit haywire since then. I'm sure it won't happen to you, though.
Sounds like you've contracted a case of non-player characteritis.
We're sorry.
I don't know what any of those words mean. I'm sorry.
We're in the big cavern, but then the water. So we've moved away from the big landmark, and or it's all kind of still again where we're kind of adjacent to it.
Yeah, I think like one side of the landmark, you have this water coming in, which is where he's come from.
And we notice this is still rising. Do we get a sense it's still kind of, or it's kind of?
I think it's just gently like coming in, slow lapping waves.
Master Excalibur, it's a pleasure to meet you. The rest of my friends have spoken so kindly of you, and so highly of your handsome face. What if you just arrived here? What do you know of this landmark over here? Or of this rising water? Is it a threat to us, or are you as perplexed by this all as we are?
He looks down and he's like, "Oh, no, that's you haven't been to the Wormsea, my friend. This is the least of your worries. But only way to get to the Wormery, you see. So may as well put a peg on your old nose and come through this cave here, and you'll come face to face with the whole bloody show. In terms of this landmark, I don't think I know anything about it. Strange place. Feels very old. I think someone made a great sacrifice here. Something we can all aspire to, eh?
I think so.
Master Excalibur is becoming a great sacrifice, one of your aspirations.
Well, you know me, fellow traveller. My biggest aspiration is to get to the heart. But in lieu of that, I'm happy to make sure one of us lucky buggers gets there in the end.
Well, your assistance has been most welcome, and we did see some sights using your guidance, I suppose. Certainly an interesting journey. Wasn't it, Soshar?
I want my arm.
Well, this good fellow here has pointed us in the right direction. Says you can grow a new one.
No, I didn't say that, but there are a lot of interesting people in the Wormery who do fascinating things with worms. So, cross fingers and all that.
You know what? I only liked this arm anyway. I went to point at it. I like IRL.
Like this arm.
You're still holding your rifle in one arm.
I don't need the worms.
So what do you do?
Well, Mr. Carter, you're a strange fellow. But it seems we have only one path ahead of us. And it leads to worms.
Agreed. I could stand here and stare at this exquisite sight for all of my days, but if we are to uncover the truth of the Messian network and begin our journey further towards the heart, which seems to be your ambition too, Mr. Excalibur, and to the worms as well, I say.
Excellent choice. Just through this cave here, then, young lady. And you should find the shoreline and
follow me through this cave. Just come through this cave. The more I'm reminded of like every Bethesda like random encounter quest where it's just like a random unarmed person on the road being like, "Oh no, please help me! Somebody robbed all of my food from the cart."
And then went into this 45-minute dungeon. Yeah, so well, he can't go with you, as he said, but he's pointing you, telling you to go that way.
Why
Well,
can't he go with us?
it looks pretty dark in there, Kael.
Because he's a little bitch, is why he can't come with.
I sense fear within you. My bees can smell it on you. If you were truly after the heart and the power within, you would lead the way. We doubt your commitment, Mr. Excalibur.
Well, I don't blame you, old chap. I don't blame you at all. But I tell you, if I try to come with you, I'll just end up back here. It's the strangest thing.
I really want to believe and not believe him at the same time.
But you can't do that.
Anything's possible.
I think if I can. There's probably like an ancient scripture on doublethink in Kael's scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say. All right.
So, to the Wormery. It is then just one more delightful location on our journey through the heart. Almost makes you wonder what it's like in the Spire, I suppose.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's just as bad, except people pretend it's better.
Pretty apt.
And clothes are more expensive.
And people like Kael would be thrown into prison at the first sight. Because he is a heretic.
Oh yes, there is that also. Well, I did warn you about religions. It just gets you into trouble.
I suppose it is natural to want what we can't have, such as freedom and a home and a life that is not an endless penitence.
2 arms. That sort of thing.
Just the one.
And a pizza, I suppose, would be nice too.
Maybe some honey on toast.
I do wonder what we've been eating while we've been down here.
Honey on
there's
toast.
been one or two occasions where we've actually been at a place. I wonder what our travelling rations look like. Oh, you packed a nice bacon sandwich, but while you were walking through the piss vortex, it turned into eyeballs.
It turned back into a live pig.
Goshan having like a roast chicken in his pocket at one point.
Oh yeah. Old pockets over there.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of shit in my pockets, but I don't. It's unlikely that much of it is like
No. We discussed a roast chicken in one episode.
food safe. Did we?
Yes. I'm not going back through the episodes to find it, but a roast chicken has definitely come up at some point.
Okay, well I'm telling you now, if I go looking in my pockets for a roast chicken at this stage, after this long in the heart, it's just gonna be moths.
That's fair.
Mothy chicken.
No, just moths. Alright. Kael, do your thing. It looks dark in this tunnel. We're going to need at least light. Divine or not.
Yes, I can certainly provide at the very least the more mundane version of light. And Goshan, since you seem a little worried about the light, I've got this little extra light that you could take with you. And he gets out his silver candle and lights it in the brazier and hands it to Goshan. I must warn you, though, it has led me astray at least once. Who knows if that was truly the light, or perhaps I just don't know where to put my feet.
genuinely now scared of what this candle is because I've never heard about it before. Have you crafted like a candle?
It's a devotional candle that he has, but you may not recall that the one time he actually lit the candle and was like, "No, I'm just going to go out and follow the candle's light." Something terrible happened to him while we were delving.
Sick.
Yes, that was the Moonhead.
Yeah, but of course, as someone who does not believe that a candle could lead you to ruin, I'm sure Goshan feels absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean, to Goshan's eye, this is just a silver candlestick with a candle in it. Thank you very much. This will be helpful. I think my last candle melted in my pocket. It was a mess. So, thank you very much.
I do not want to know how hot it gets in your pockets. We should go before I learn more about what's in your pocket.
Well, it's a fascinating story, actually. It's less about the temperature and more about the pressure.
Yes, very interesting.
You just hear him like mumbling to. He's not really, evidently not caring if anyone's actually listening to him. He's just kind of recounting his own anecdote to himself.
All right. So you make your way through this cave. The water, the kind of brackish water, giving off not a very pleasant smell. And you also, as you move away from that landmark you were just in, you start to feel that sense of wrongness come back to you, and you didn't realize actually, but in that landmark it was as if the heart energies were being kept at bay and it wasn't weighing so much on your mind. And as you leave it, you are going back into the arena of the unwell, in the words of Withnail and I.
Ooh, it's been a while since I watched that. Great film.
Mm-hmm. And you eventually come out onto a reddy brown beach. Wet sand under your feet. And this open seascape is in front of you. But the sea is not filled with water, dear Delvers. It is filled with worms.
No.
Well, who could have seen that shit coming?
But the water that was rising before that was water.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the cave before we went down it, and now we kind of expecting it to be water.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in watery worms, or is that we on land and there's
So you've
sea
kind
of
of
worms?
you've kind of come out of a sea cave, but like it's at low tide, so you come onto the beach, and then in front of you there's the actual Wormsea. And it's made
the
of
name
these,
really could have given us a clue.
and it's made of these writhing worms, which are probably about 4 or 5 foot long.
Oh, is that? Oh, so these. Okay. Horrifying. I mean,
Yeah.
Ambrosia's not horrified. She's made of bees, but as a human, I'm horrified. As a character, she's fine. I'm not fine. I feel very ill.
There's something just for some reason I did not predict at all.
The Wormsea
worms
would be
literally
the worms,
being
yeah.
a
No,
worms.
I'm with you.
And I feel honestly, I feel really dumb. I feel really dumb for not predicting that.
I think, but everything is like it always be. Yeah, it's weirder that it's literally what it is, because you would think again, Wormsea is actually and like the sky is full of. Well, the seas in the sky and the sky. So no, it's to be literal. Actually, is quite surprising. So I don't think it's dumb at all.
I am not in the least surprised.
No, I can't say I'm surprised.
I heard the words Wormsea some time ago, and I thought that's going to be a sea
of worms
made of worms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe
It's
I'm
on
just
the-
too
on the
fantasy
tip.
filled and I was just
We were
can't
chugging
argue
on
maths, we're just kind of
Manosphere
cutting
earlier and didn't.
think my brain was thinking worm with a Y somehow, and it was going to be like a sea with dragons that lived in it, but no.
No, in this
like a
place it
worm,
would
yes.
be a sea made of dragons. There wouldn't be they live in it. There'd just be many, many dragons, and we would be screwed.
I should
Horrible.
not have imagined dragons.
Oh dear. You should never imagine dragons.
Yep.
Yeah, so and also when this episode is live, then you'll be able to hear the intro monologues about the Wormery from Milo and Ellis.
Very excited
Yeah.
to hear them the first time. Well, the new bit.
Yeah, I'll give the royalties to Mikey, yeah,
Thank you, buddy.
for his part
If you could.
until he's
In the
18.
college fund.
Yeah. So you emerge onto this beach and rightly awed at the sight of the Wormsea, and across it you see kind of like a town across the sea, which you assume is the Wormery, and to the side of it, on like an outcrop, you see a tower, and the moonlight hits this tower, makes it glow, and something in you, Kael, makes you realize that this is Avalon.
Just have that Avalonish look about it. We must cross the Wormsea, and one can only hope that we find answers.
And the last thing that you see of note in this scene, as you look across the beach, you can see kind of a rickety old metal pier that goes out into the worms kind of thrashing against it. Maybe some boats, little fishing boats tied up to it. But standing on the beach, sword drawn, is your old pal, the Knight of Larks, the Vermisian Knight.
We made a lot of friends on the way, haven't we? How many old pals are we going to meet? Your old pal, Stabby with Chomp Face. Your old pal betrays you in the darkness. Oh, your old pal.
And he says, "Give me the map."
Oh, for God's sake.
No.
And he's on the edge of the beach, or he's on the island across from the...
He's up the beach, yeah. You just see his like silhouette and the sword, like
Crackle of lightning.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the
That's
sea breeze and
Just a big
howling winds.
worm wave crashes and all these worms
Yes.
splash. Like the Little Mermaid.
One
but worms.
slaps him on the face and he kind of pulls it off.
Ignore that.
Ignore that.
This guy,
Shai
man.
Halud.
Well, someone's about to get fragments of the name of Damnu spoken into their face.
Come again?
Yeah, you heard me.
You
I did hear you. I didn't know what you said, but I heard it.
You bloody hell.
You bloody idiot.
Oh my god, so we're actually going to have to fight this guy after all.
It is time.
It is
After
time.
all that.
I think at least half of you wanted to see him again and fight him.
Oh.
So I think this is the
Oh,
heart,
yeah.
the heart bringing you together.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yes, yes.
Oh, how did we not think of that before? The
There
heart
you go.
one.
That's
That's very good.
It's quite a
Well,
fundamental
that one-
concept. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how that plays out. It felt a little unresolved.
We're going to resolve it this time. We're going to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we need to bring too much ableism into our group, but I do wonder if the one-armed woofer is going to have all the fight that we previously had.
One-armed woofer. Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Milo. Pretty sure about that. But fully agree. I mean, yeah. Have you been studying one-armed combat?
Still have two eyes.
For now.
That is badass.
See, come on, just stack all those bullshit moves that I know you've all got now.
To be fair, we've probably all gained a not insignificant amount of fighting power since we last were possibly going to fight him.
Hang on. Are you telling me that your power has doubled since you last met? Count?
Maybe.
Twice the pride, double the fall. No, wait. Was it Alex? Is that right?
I mean, that is the Count Dooku quote. What were you after?
I just thought double the fall sounds a bit silly, but then it's George Lucas, so.
Yeah, I mean.
So fuck that guy.
Yeah, and then when old Dooku says it, everything sounds sensible.
Were you expecting Shakespeare?
I hate sand.
Christopher Lee could say literally any old shit, and you'd be like,
Profound. Yeah.
Wow.
yes, I must listen to this man.
Deep, ominous
Double
meaning.
the fall, you say?
Didn't he? I think he did that on the set of Lord of the Rings. He would have the book with him and go around and do what Henry Cavill did, but not get sacked for it.
I mean, because
Yeah.
fucking late.
Yeah.
The famous anecdote is him, saying that this scene would go a certain way because I know what it's like when you stab someone in the back and watch the life go out of their eyes. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a commando, wasn't he?
Fuck it. I love the occasional rounds of Christopher Lee facts that happen around the internet, because every time it happens you learn something else unfathomable about his insane life of being the best at everything and having done everything.
Yeah.
I mean, as sort of completely internet-bound sources of masculine inspiration for modern men go, he's still terrible, but significantly better than everything else that is widely available.
I think that's a fair assessment.
I mean, if he lived long enough to be on Twitter, though, maybe you'd think otherwise.
Maybe.
Well, we saw what happened to Gimli.
Yes, and
Was it-
Stephen
is it
Fry
Rowan?
and
Reese-
John Cleese and
Oh yeah, John Cleese is really one of the worst of them, isn't he?
Well, I wouldn't say worst. There's some bad
Okay,
ones,
if the scale is
from-
all of the total
yes.
cunts on Twitter, then yeah, but
Sure. The good ones who've gone wrong. Yeah, fair now.
yeah.
so the Knight of Lux steps towards you,
Can you wait a moment? We're just talking about Christopher Lee,
like
Mr. Larks.
Sephiroth,
Ooh yeah.
and he's like,
Who
I
is
know.
that? Give me the map.
He's like, I know you found the Eastern Express. I know you have the map of the heart. I would have it for my master.
Your master, the murderer. Your master, the traitor of his own workers, who threw away the lives of everybody who had worked their bones and blood out for him for years, to cover his own arse. That master.
He says, the master who will complete his work.
Oh,
Well-
come on.
While they're having that
Complete
kind of
his
debate, I'm
work.
gonna
We've seen
move-
what's left of his work.
I'm gonna move Kael
It is a-
slightly into a position and just rest the rifle over his shoulder. Like, I'm gonna use Kael as a bipod for this.
It is a pathetic, corrupted ruin. Only kept from exploding by the deathless corpse of his once employee, giving her eternal life to keep it from destroying the heart entirely. Finish his work. What is there to finish, knight?
I think he tilts his head when you mention Morvaran, as if that's new to him.
Oh, you
yes, I'm
idiot.
still here, Alchemy.
Mine
And,
died a minute ago, but-
It's like, are you guys going to roll some dice? No, he was allowed. We're immersed.
But we're just acting, all right?
We're just doing the silly voices. Okay.
Roll an acting roll.
Yeah, he's like, I've sworn an oath to serve my master. I will see his will done in the heart. I will see this chaos end. I will see him bring order and the end to pointless death. An end to the
doesn't-
likes of you.
Your master does not bring order, only the hive brings order to this madness in the heart. You speak a false truth, knight. And you will not get this map.
That's all I needed, and I'm just gonna shoot at that.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna assume I don't have a relevant domain, but I'll ask anyway. What are the domains here?
Worm and
Yeah.
awful.
Oh yeah. Fleshiness.
Oof.
Weirdly not one of my domains.
Gut wrench.
Wild.
Oh, yeah, never.
Oh, I've got
Wild.
wild.
Never even heard of it.
I've got it.
Yes, it's a rare one.
Oh, God, this bipod shit.
You may remember that while Kael is firmly standing to support his brother, his brazier is belching out black smoke as always.
Oh yes.
It causes your shot to go with this.
Minus
doesn't
one
it-
to hit.
Doesn't it give them -1 to hit or something?
It
less
does
stress.
give something. I forget now
Why?
exactly, but it's something like that.
It doesn't change the end result here.
Right. So
Is now the time to remember that I have collateral damage ability?
that's
How do we
that's the
call
big 6 stress there.
Is now the right time to remember that collateral? No, I'm nice. That's the big 6. I'm not cruel enough to put that on Kael. What would this normally go towards? Decide if I want to move this over to 4th fortune or not.
I might say supplies. He's not in melee range yet.
I'll take it to supplies.
All
No.
right.
No, I'd rather have mastery for everything else after this. I'm gonna put that on fortune. I think I'm gonna need the mastery for trying to kill this fucker.
All right.
You
So
don't
what's
need
your-
to roll. I was already. Oh, I did. That was fortunate. I only take a minor. Just out at the 13.
Oh. Oh god, you're 13 fortune stress.
With that 6, yes. So I'm quite happy you rolled so low that I'm only taking a minor from this.
Good grief.
Great.
All right. Let's see quickly. Supply stress.
Fortune. I moved it over to my fortune.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. Oh, collateral. The next time you mark stress, a nearby ally marks the same amount. You then remove this fallout.
no.
But this one's different because this one punishes me as well. My collateral saves me from it. Okay, cool. So I've got 2 different ways of different collaterals.
Nice, cool. Okay, so he. Yeah, I think Kael drops down to do a quick battle prayer, and your shot goes wide.
No, you fucking moron.
Does your gun have the reload keyword as well?
No, it doesn't actually. Weirdly.
Okay.
I did wonder this once because
It might now.
It might be about to gain it.
So he stomps forward, like doesn't even flinch. Any other ranged attacks?
Yes, for sure. Here we go. The big one.
Here it comes.
It's
the pheromones.
It's the big gunner.
I'm gonna put it out there. There'll be some from me afterwards as well.
Oh, there'll be some after you. Okay.
Assuming he's still alive.
Well, exactly.
Sorry, Michael. I'm really sorry.
So here we go. There's yes, obviously Ambrosia's been through a lot today, but the bees are anxious to release some hellbent destruction on this fool of a knight. And yes, I will send out my release the swarm, but I will do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. Oh, what's my mind? I don't have any mind stress. That's a shame. Anyway, yeah. So I will use my I will use my release the swarm, which does D4 spread. But first one is a D6, and then I will make it a 6 with unorthodox methods. So I will take stress for this, but it's a 6. But
do you? So if it's a risky roll,
how
does that work with the 6s?
Oh, I don't know. So one session I roll dice roll action, I can choose that it's a 6. So I take stress. So does risky make the stress higher, or it just makes it less like? Doesn't it add a dice? Is that what risky does?
Risky means you take the highest dice off what you've rolled.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so let's read it through then. So you take the highest dice off. So it says once before you roll to resolve an action, it says state your result as a 6. So that's weird then. Yes, isn't that weird?
Then
the
wording of
remove the
is
6
after you've rolled your dice. Remove the
It says
highest
it says, but the skill is before you roll the dice. But isn't that weird? But
I would arguably suggest that if you have multiple dice to roll, you would define that one of them is a 6, and then you might roll the others, and that would mean that you can't necessarily circumnavigate.
Yeah, I mean that
completely.
Yes, I mean that's interesting, right? Because that sounds like the most
Miracle dice.
the fair way to do it. Because obviously, it's the other way. It's pretty powerful, right? Because it basically implies, fuck whatever happens. Yes, I rolled a 6 and a 9, but I got a 6, which is what I think it says. But that does sound, like you say, very powerful. So I'm happy to say I've got a 6, but I'm going to roll.
It would be that that your thing wouldn't work at all.
Well, I think rules. No, this is the result of 6. So if the risky removes the highest one, it's kind of saying like, you rolled the shit, you rolled a 9, I think, but the result that went through was a 6. Whatever happened went through was a 6. Is after all the stuff that happened, it's a 6. So if that seems too powerful, I'm happy to say I've got a 6 and roll. Then if I get higher than a 6, obviously that goes off and I still get the 6. But if 6 is the highest, the 6 gets removed. Is kind of what we're going for a compromise.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool, great, fine. Cool. Well, I'm rolling quite a lot of dice. I should be right because I've got wild, and I'm going for kill. So that's 2. So that's 3. Yes, that was that animal skill gave me wild. The animals, that was quite good timing. So 1, 2, 3, and I get an extra d6 from that. So it's I'm going to say I'm rolling 4 dice. There we go. So hopefully all right. Hey, higher than a 6.
Well, that's 3, 8, 9, 10. So you're not counting the 10, unfortunately, because it's risky. But so we say the first dice is a 6, then automatically.
Yeah, but so we say, but does the 9 not count? That's where it gets a bit confusing, I guess, doing this way, isn't it?
I think the way we're saying it works is that you're basically putting a 6 into your pool
so
straight
3
away.
is a 6. So we're calling it a 9.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
I think so. I think when it's not risky or dangerous, it doesn't matter because you're guaranteeing that success. I think.
So I did that. That's fine. And then this is, if increase of a d6, so it's actually not that. The stress isn't actually that high, actually. If I had the mind, it would be good. So it's a good hit, but it's only going to be a d6. D6 hit unless I'm missing something. Yep, no, that's fine. Yeah, it's a d6 damage, so it's not d6 stress. Not the biggest of the world, but got the hit. But the 9 is good, right? Because that's just a good old. Oh yeah, that's a no stress. No. Roll that, please. Is that working? 2. Roll that. So,
Is that 2 damage total?
2 stress, yeah. 2 stress total, yeah. Well, it's the that comes with the mind. I don't have any mind stress to add to it. That's usually what makes it extra spicy. So,
there's still time.
Good. There is still time, exactly. Yeah.
The bees fly out of you, and they like knock into his armor plates. Tick, 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 and he just like continues to walk through the cloud of bees.
She's unfazed.
Right, Goshan, round us off with a ranged attack before he gets into melee.
Right. So
Kael started to sweat.
ordinarily, in these games of ours, there's one player who does the bullshit rule interpretation for maximum impact thing, right?
And that might be
one player. Not going to name any names, but that's normally the person that does this. On this occasion, I'm going to have a crack, and the crack I'm going to have is
in a pipe.
The Curse of the Sky Court minor add-on that I've chosen. I can't remember what it's called now because I didn't copy out the name. I'll find it in a moment. But what it does is it says, on a success, your immediate area is time shifted. For each hour outside of the area, those in the area experience 4 hours of time passing. While intended to stretch out a perfect moment, this can make time-sensitive tasks easier to attempt. Barrier that surrounds the area is blurry and indistinct, and if anyone from outside the area intrudes, the spell is broken and time resumes to normal speed. So here's my pitch, right?
Oh shit.
I want to shoot 4 times. Time is going at 4 times speed. The time is going at 1/4 speed outside of my time bubble. Therefore, in one turn, I should be able to do my firing 4 times.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's true.
I'm convinced.
In the way of balancing acts, right? Each one of those firings might result in my pistol exploding and not working anymore.
Yeah. And fallout to the rest of it, yeah.
I'm probably not going to get any more attacks on this guy after this anyway, because he's going to be punching us all in the face. And as soon as he goes into if he decides to attack me, that means he enters my time bubble and it stops working anyway.
I
leave it in the hands of the gods.
Let's do it. Let's give me 4 very quick kill rolls, and then we'll tote up all
This is going to be your showdown anyway, right?
Remind me what the domains are?
Wild.
Just wild, is it? Okay, so it's only 2 dice per roll then.
You do also need to cast a spell.
Yeah, I do have to do that first. I was just working it out. Yeah, so the spell is evade. Hang on. It is evade plus occult. And I had both of those, so that's good, isn't it? Actually, no, I don't. I've only got occult. Shit. So it's 2 dice. But I will use my other talent to crush some thingamies. Crush some stuff. I could crush some stuff, some reagents, to get a boost to the spell roll. I can't remember exactly how it works. Shit, sorry. Oh, it's because it's on the fucking. It's on the it's a class ability. It's like it's the core archetype ability, and so I haven't got it on my stupid thing. 1 moment, please.
We only have a few minutes left.
Oh God! Okay. Right. Let's say it's an extra dice, and if it turns out it's less powerful than that, then I'll take some kind of fallout. Okay. Right. 3 dice on the spell then. 3 dice on the spell then. Thank you. Oh! I wasted them. That's what I wanted on the other rolls.
Oh. This is ever the way.
Bloody.
Well, I have critted the time bubble, so maybe that makes up for the ballsiness of the interpretation. This is a really good time bubble.
Yeah, the first dice is a 10, so all good there.
All right, so yeah, a fuzzy, bubbly field appears around Goshan, and suddenly he seems to be moving really quickly, and whips out the old revolver and hits.
These are all risky.
Misses. Right, and he misses. Just need to double check. So this filigree revolver has dangerous and unreliable. Dangerous is if I roll for the maximum damage, it breaks or it blows up. Right? It's destroyed.
Yeah.
And unreliable is...
Oh. When you fail an action using this equipment, it cannot be used for the remainder of the situation.
Oh.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh.
No.
That's a bugger.
You
You got another gun, haven't you? You got a shotgun or something?
I've got a blunderbuss. It's not very good.
I mean, shooting it 3 times
Shoot
could be
right
good.
now.
But yeah, the blunderbuss. Ollie, the blunderbuss is it's point blank for a start, so I might not be close enough.
I think that just
and it's one
means
shot.
No, point blank's just you get extra damage when you are super close range.
in melee, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's also one shot, so you can only fire it once per situation anyway. So that's... So unreliable is if you miss once, you can't use it for whole situation.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Right.
It's even crueler if you're on a delve.
I had to
you
use a
can't
special
it for the
skill
remainder
to
of the
even
delve.
make it that good as well. Anyway, blunderbuss is the only thing that I can do. I think, yeah, because that's the other version of my spell. So, yeah, I take 3. What kind of stress?
Yeah, I'll do fortune.
Okay, I have 2 fortune protection, so I'll just take 1.
Oh, nice. Are you shooting your
all right,
blunderbuss
well-
as well? Yep.
Bang!
That is,
That.
that is a critical failure,
Yes.
which means extra.
Good.
When it rains, it pours in times that's inside the time bubble.
Only
It
two,
really does.
only 2 stress.
It's a time bubble.
Only two stress, but I'll stick that on supplies.
So I don't take it because I have supply protection. So
Oh, as
I'll
well.
do supply.
Nice.
yeah, one of the junk mage things is that you have quite a few protections to begin. Well, you have fortune and and supplies. So
So you can try and match it like this.
yeah,
and not
so
die.
I tried match it. Nothing happened, and now the
Ah.
Wormsea night is approaching.
You don't even get to take a cool. Oh, actually, no. I should check your fallout because you said you had. No. Okay. Fine. Yes. So the Wormsea Knight has now reached, and he raises his blade. Shing! And we'll end it there.
What a
Short
cliffhanger.
session next time, then, yeah.
and 4 heads go flying in the air.
Sometimes the dice are
Big
And
isn't it?
fed to the worms.
Yeah, your worm food. So I think there was a couple of beats got scored today. Oh, caramba.
Let's have a look.
Not for me, they won't.
I
You still owe
think.
me a couple.
Oh no, just haven't done it. I think my. Well, yeah, no, I delved. So I think the
I do.
I delved the going down the honeycomb into the honeycomb was delving, and it certainly was almost literally. It says my mind was delved too greedily and too deep, too greedily and too deeply, and I think certainly the bees were very greedy for that honey. So I think I definitely latched onto that kind of. When I saw it was honey, I was like, "Well, this is literal greed in the nectar." So I think that I hope that fills quite well. I think
was also the what was it? Current rising, and you were like, "Nope, keep going."
Yes, against the Well, there's just the pull from the yeah. Like, no, fuck that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Lovely.
So,
That's awesome.
Got that.
Great.
Soshar, you have successfully led Kael to the Amaranth Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Wait. We're in
Completed
the
order from
Amaranth
your
Zone.
master. You are in the Amaranth Zone.
Oh,
My
was that
master
when we entered?
being the goddess and her vision, yep.
And Kael, you expressed a hitherto unspoken desire.
I certainly did. And it all paid off much more pleasingly satisfyingly than I was even hoping. So I'm really pleased.
What was that?
That he is becoming less interested in being, proving his faith and actually more in disproving it.
Yes, that was
telling
nice.
Which I thought led to a rather cool moment with Goshan. So nice one, Alex. And you
really
prompted
enjoyed
that. I've been sat thinking about how I can kind of make this sort of revelation for actually last session as well. And you presented the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I like Goshan's I like Goshan's interest in the other party members. I always think that makes a good kind of dynamic when you're interested in each other's player characters. So
I think he's one of the more empathetic characters. I don't know if that was intentional from the start, but he certainly seems to lock into everyone else's bullshit more than everyone else does, which is quite sweet.
I've made a bit of effort towards it because I feel like it's something I'm not always all that good at. And it's really nice. I also feel like previously in campaigns, I've knee-jerked towards quite kind of basic bitch character interactions, like shipping with Milo's characters for some reason quite frequently. Which is not my intention here at all. It just felt completely natural. It was a really nice little moment that just seemed that it popped up. I really enjoyed that. So, mutual gold star. I also really liked that Ambrosia got a little flight of fancy this session.
Yeah, thanks for this. Nice to pull the character along a little bit, but I was a nice surprise that it tied in a little bit to the big bad. Was quite a nice. It's quite fun to have a little reveal of past connections with the looming baddie intrusives. Yeah, that was quite fascinating. So it adds a lot of a bit of extra lore as well as character development. So very, very, very slick, Monsieur GM.
And a lot of fun coming up with vignettes of your life. So, yeah.
It was fantastic. You pulled very well from the character history. I'm glad I put into that at the start. It's always nice to give you a bit of food for thought. So I think, it was awesome.
Yeah. And learning more about the Apiarists then is in the one paragraph. In the book,
exactly. Yeah. I guess that's personal. I was going to see if that's it. So what's in the book is what's in the book. But no, I need to read around that because it's clearly more to discover.
I mean, it should all be in the book. Don't get me wrong. I'm annoyed I had to go and find that information, elsewhere. But, yes. All right then, chaps. I'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
A spicy duel.
Does sound spicy.
Good of you all to take him down before Kael has to step in the way.
Yes. Was that what's happening, is it?
Look, I tried my best. The dice were not on my side.
You had a bloody good go. That was unlucky. GG, chaps. Good to see you all.
GG. Thanks.
See ya.
Thanks, Ollie. That was awesome. Really great.
Ollie. Peace out, guys.